What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to another episode of No Excuse Just Result podcast. I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Hey, you doing all right, my brother?
I'm chilling, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
I got
Um, let's talk about New York, bro. They seem
yeah.
like they got the momentum.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I did not see this coming.
Shit, I don't
Um,
think nobody's seen it coming, bro.
I
Especially at
think
Boston.
I think when we talked, man, I seen 4-1, and I was thinking they would get,
We
one.
both agreed on that.
Yeah, I was thinking they would get one
New York.
in New York, but for them to go into Boston and take both games,
Yeah,
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
it's tough. That's tough. That is tough.
Well, I mean, it's it's the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah,
Um, you know, for some reason, Boston, I don't know if it's they have these big leads and they like, all right, we cool, we can chill, we can
yeah,
relax, we can take our foot off the gas. And New York just never gives up.
yeah,
But they got to figure something out, man, because last night a 30-17 fourth quarter is crazy.
yeah.
Um,
That is. That's wild.
and I hate to say it because that's how they played all year, but I
Mhm.
think they need to change, man, because they not shooting good from behind that 3-point line, and they keep
Yeah, you
jacking
see
them
they
up.
shot 63s with that first game?
Game one, game one, they were 15 for 60 from the
Bruh,
3-point line.
how did the
Um,
coach let that happen, bro?
but even if we look at game one, man, it a 25-16 point fourth quarter. So it's these fourth quarter collapses that are allowing New York to get back in.
Yeah,
But it's kind of the same thing we talked about with end of game, IQ, right?
yeah.
Um, you don't have to go for the knockout punch.
No, you don't.
Just get a basket, right?
That's true.
And you know, I know he was wide open, but I looked at when they had the ability to keep adding points. I know they kicked to a wide open Jason Tatum on the wing for the corner three, but I would have took the easy two,
Yeah, he ain't.
especially when I'm not shooting well, right?
Yeah, he's
He
not.
was
He hasn't been
having
shooting well at all.
right, and he wasn't having a good shooting game. I don't know why I just wouldn't take and drive to the basket. Um, you know, I know it's difficult because I'm not Tatum, I'm not in his shoes, but if I'm shooting 5 for 19, one of five
Basketball.
from 1 of 5 from three, I'm finna go get this easy hoop.
I would say basketball common sense would tell you, bro. If your jump is not falling, you attack. You got to find other ways to score. If the jump is not falling, okay. I done shot 6 or 7 3-pointers. I'm just saying in
He was
general.
one of five. Yeah.
I'm just saying in general. I done shot like 6 or 7 mid ranges and they haven't failed. Okay, all right. What it tells me then is they're playing off me. They let me shoot. Let me start trying to attack, find ways to come in, be smart, draw fouls, do something, still to be proactive and be productive on offense to be able to help my team win. You just can't keep falling in love with that jump shot, man. And Tatum, he's not a small guy. That's what gives me a headache, bro. These guys are big.
I get what
These
you're saying.
these guys are not
I mean,
these these guys are not small at all, bro. These guys are 6'8", 6'9", bro, 240, bro. Then the 240, 230. These guys can get to that hole, bro.
I'm with you, right? But it comes back to, like you said, playing smart, right? I remember, as the game was closing, um, you know, Jalen drove,
Yeah.
but instead of trying to, get to the basket, he was trying to create contact. And I'm like, you got to also realize sometimes when it's down in that that crunch time, the
Yeah.
referees hold back on that whistle. You just
Yeah.
got to go get a bucket.
They try and get the
Um,
hell up out of there.
but it's just it's just crazy, man, because they were up 20 at one point, man, and to see them, um, my bad, To
You
see
know?
them to see them collapse like this is not what you'd expect from a defending champion.
Yeah,
And also, just from the team that we've seen, man, I'm shocked. Shout out to New York, bro, because they
New
playing
York,
their ass off.
New York
Um,
is really playing, bro. I can really say that New
but
York is playing.
hey, what do we talk about in the other series? It's them others, bro. Like
Yeah,
Josh Hart is not an offensive guy.
nah.
That
He,
man had 23. He had 23. Like, I don't expect that from Josh.
I don't
Like,
expect that from him
he
either.
had
But like,
23.
if he gives me a cool 12 from knocking down 3 pointers, because he can knock down some
But
shots, but that's cool. But I expect Josh to go out there and play defense and get some good rebounds. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? But if he's knocking down
23
shots,
is crazy.
that's icing on the cake for us, and we appreciate that. But to keep it 1,000 with you, bro, Boston is shooting themselves out the game, bro. Boston is really shooting themselves out the game, and they're not playing good defense either. I think your boy Porzingis had what zero first game. I don't remember that. I think it was
The
he was under 10, under 5. I mean under 5.
but he also didn't play the full game.
Well, he got injured.
He didn't play. He was sick.
Okay then.
Yeah, so he didn't play the full game. He only played 13 minutes. He had no points, but I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
And that might have been why he came off the bench yesterday, but I'm still looking at it, right?
yeah,
They let it was so much that happened, right?
mhm,
Um, Josh Hart getting 23 is huge, right? That's not something you expect from him. Defense, rebound,
yeah.
10, 12, 15, cool. But then also they let Mikal Bridges go off in the fourth.
I seen how he
Um,
was hype, boy. He was hype. I seen little
he was
clips.
going off in the fourth.
I
But
seen him.
then
He was hype.
his defense has came in clutch, bro.
Yeah, I
Both
seen that.
games, he's made defensive plays that has won his team the game in a sense. Like, game one, they, Boston had a chance to tie it. That man snatched the ball right from Brown.
Yeah, I saw
Game
that
two, game two, he read it perfectly. He knew what Tatum was finna do,
to the
stuck his hand
corner.
up there,
Yep.
snatched it.
Yeah.
So it's making smart plays when the game is on the line. And as of right now, all of those plays are being, committed by New York.
Yeah.
Um, Now, I don't need New York to get the big head because you can mess around and go home and give up 2 games
Yep.
and we back at it,
Yeah.
square. But I need to see from Boston what we saw from OKC last night. Put your foot on their necks and do
Yeah.
not let off the gas. Like, win by 30, win by 40, it don't matter. Just get you a win because as of right now,
This
it,
sucks right now. This hurts
y'all
them.
looking desperate and you don't want to go down 3-0.
Yeah, you don't. And New York crowd is different, bro.
Oh, you already know they was wilding in Boston.
That crowd is different.
They
They
was
gonna call
wilding in
y'all.
Boston. So
They
they finna come out. I think I seen today they said ticket was like $704. Like they finna be
was that nosebleed? Oh, that's
uh I think that's what they said when I read it today. I didn't read the full article, I read it in passing, but they were saying like the tickets is going crazy right now. So
I mean, that'd be a good game to go to, but I ain't trying to pay no $700 just for no nosebleed.
I
I
mean,
need to be closer so I can actually see. I wear glasses.
I mean, hey, it's they probably not expecting this, bro. Like I don't
Yeah.
think anybody was expecting them to win.
Yeah.
So you gonna do what you got to do.
Yeah. No, that's true. It's just interesting to see how teams done pretty much. Let's just be real. New York was the underdog in this series right here.
100%.
And we were just thinking that in this situation, you would think Boston would come in and, you know, do what they need to do. But in the
Handle
sense,
business,
yeah,
especially at home.
yeah,
Yeah,
for you to give up 2 games at home, this has put you in a situation where you got to fight for your life right now.
but it's not giving up games, bro. They choked games.
Yeah,
Both games they were up big, and they just could not put New York away. New York kept scrapping, kept fighting,
yeah,
and like you said, man, they shot themselves out the game. Like I can't 63s.
Surprised a coach didn't grab the team collectively.
63s. But I think that's his philosophy. I think, he wants them to shoot them threes, but at a point, when do you say, all right, we got to stop shooting
Yeah,
because this
60.
ain't working?
Hold
I
up,
know.
60, bro. As a team, when a team is off, you normally say, damn it, you better not pull another three. Anybody pull a damn three, they out the damn game. Like something. Like you got to challenge these players.
I mean,
We
but
we are moving from shooting to attacking the whole game. That's what we're moving to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with attacking. We got size, we got height, we got guys that can knock down mid ranges. But I'd rather you guys attack, be aggressive, get these guys in foul trouble so they can at least help us out more. That'd be the game plan, bro.
I'm with you, bro. Like, I mean,
That's crazy. 63s, bro.
I'm with you. I'm with you
No.
100%. But when we talk about stars having to produce, the stars have to produce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just gonna say, Tatum is your star. Tatum is your guy. Game 1, he was 7 of 23 from the field. You would want him doing better than that. He was 7 of 23 from the field, 4 of 15 from 3-pointer. You would expect your superstar to do better than that.
I'll be honest, bro. If I'm the coach, I'm grabbing JT and I'm bringing him to the side, and I'm telling
that's
him
game 1, right? That's game 1.
The second game, shit was no better.
Game 2,
19.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you expect your superstars to do better. He was 5 of 19 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. He has to lock in. They may have 13 points. You can't have that from your superstar. Tatum needs to lock in and take over these games. Like it's do or die now. Like he needs to come in, lock in, be focused, and their focus needs to be taking both of these games. I wouldn't want to go down 3-1.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, they need to be aggressive, man. Don't fall in love with that jump shot. Play solid defense, rebound, go out the loose balls.
It's gonna be tough, bro. That's what they did all year. They're the number 1 3-point shooting team. The issue is they not falling. If you look at last night's game, if you have 1 or 2 or 3 of those threes go in, it's a different game.
Yeah.
Same thing with game 1. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 more of those threes go in, they still win. But as of right now, they ain't falling, and it might be time to find either shooting form or you change that game plan.
Yeah, you change your game plan. You go in there. If you're not shooting, it's common sense. If you're not shooting well, you attack. Either or. That's how you score at the end of the day. You just draw fouls.
It's gonna be interesting, bro. I'm ready to see what they're gonna do. What they're gonna come out like in 2 days. How they gonna respond.
All right, I got you, bro. Well, y'all let us know what y'all think. Make sure y'all drop a comment. Let us know how y'all feel about this series. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Once again, I'm your boy Lamar.
I'm Steve.
Peace out.